Hello guys, my name is Atul and I'm here to demonstrate you how to use Alien World OSSIM and how to install on the Oracle virtual machine. I'm going to show you how to exactly install and configure on Oracle virtual machine box over here. So let's start. We'll select new, type the short form name as AVO. Select the Linux operating system and it has 64-bit and select next. Now over here select the memory size for the RAM. I'm giving it here as 4 GB. Hit next. Create a virtual box hard disk now. Yes, select next. This is correct. Virtual box disk image. Next. Select as dynamically allocated. Next. And give the space over here as minimum of 20 to 30 so that it should not fail in loading up. So I'm creating it as ABO 30 GB. So it's done over here. Now we're gonna just open this and try and insert a file over here from the downloads which I have downloaded. I'll show you the link where you can download this awesome. Here it is. Just click on just that. Once you start hitting that, you'll open up the setup. Click enter, install, and take chances. Now we'll continue United States and English. Now this will take time. As you can see, it started loading additional components and installing plugins. We will wait for it to complete. All right, once it is installed a particular section, now it's gonna ask you for the entering an IP address. So here I'm entering the IP address of my network, which is which is .25. This is the net mask, and these are default gates. We just check where cross check the default gateway and IP address settings and hit continue button, and remaining is all good. Now it has to start installing it in your virtualbox machine, and we're gonna wait for it to complete it. Now once it has installed the configuration settings, now we need to enter the password for the virtual machine. You can give anything. I'm naming it for myself. Just you need to set a password and hit continue, and it will set up the machine further, and we just need to wait to complete the setup over here. As you guys can see, it's installing the native drivers and base files and everything into the system. So we're going to wait it to complete the setup, and then we can hopefully proceed from there. As you can see, the setup is running over here, and it's gonna take some time over here. It will take some time, like around like 3 or 4 minutes, so let it go into installing it. Once it is done, we can take a lead from there. So as you can see, the setup is almost about to complete over here, and I guess it would about to start the machine, hoping it would start soon. You can see everything is done. See, you can see the finishing installation. So I think it should start by any time now. Now as you can see, the setup is finished. Now it's starting to load and go into the web interface. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be loading it quickly. Once it's gonna load, we're gonna just have to give our login credentials in order to go into the interface and set up the sensor in order to go into web interface and generate logs by entering the different sort of IP address and everything. So we just have to wait to to the screen where it is gonna ask us to enter the login credentials what we have given as a root password. So let's wait for it to open. As you can see, it's still loading to open up the interface. In order to speed up the process, you may also change the settings over here by going over here and going to the system tab, and increases the processors by 1 to 2. By default it's set it to 1, but you need to increase it to the 2 processors, and storage is the same. And in a network you can select as a bridge. I have selected the bridge and it has automatically picked up my wireless uh, wireless device modem adapters. So I have done that, and hopefully it should open. Oh, here we go. It has given. Now this is where you have to give your root login credentials. So once you give login over here, it will ask you for a password. Now just enter your root password what you have given during the installation and press enter. Now it will load to it will take us to the web interface. We just have to wait to get over there. Now once you enter the web interface, it seems to be look like this. Now once you are into the system, you need to enter changes over here. You need to do most of the changes by yourself. So once you are over here, go inside the system preferences. Now in order to configure the network IP what you are aiming towards, just enter that and just enter the setup network management network. Enter Ethernet port what you have configured during the network setting in the I mean like in the virtual box. Now click away, enter, and now you can see the IP address what you have given during the installation. Just check whether it's the same or not by by network what I've given over you. This is now network interface. I've given the same. Now here you just need to select no over here, so otherwise it's gonna throw up any sort of error. Go back, configure hostname. Hostname is the same. Go back and configure sensor, network monitoring. It's selected. Server IP. Now over here, give away the server IP as which is given over here. As you can see, 192.168.0.25, which will be kind of default. So I'm giving that here. 25. Enter. It's done. Now server IP is same. Framework IP is same. Now just try and go and select away the plugins over here. You have a whole wide range of plugins what you want to set up to your network. Now I want to use Nessus over here, so I'm just selecting over Nessus file. You can choose Nmap as well. Nessus, here it's Nessus, and select OK. Now go back, and now it's hit apply all changes and enter. Now it's gonna load up. It's gonna update the server like this. See 8%. As you can see, the changes have been applied to the machines. Now click OK over here. And now you can you may restart the machine over here. I'm doing that for here to take the effective changes to the machine. Now, the web interface, when it has restarted the virtual machine, what we have to do is just try and go into command prompt, run it, and try and ping the web interface address which we have given during the installation of the setup. Now, what I can see over here is my web address IP address is 192.168.0.25. I just want to ping that, and as you can see, I have entered the IP address and it has sending four packets and it is receiving four packets. So it's just talking to the web interface and receiving the information as an acknowledgement so that the IP address what we have set it during the interface over here is working. So now we just need to go and enter the URL which is given here below in the web browser like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox to open the web interface and set up the configuration machine over there and get the monitoring logs by importing or setuping the by giving the different sort of IP addresses in this web interface. Let's go and do that now. All right, once you hit the IP address on a given web browser, here I'm choosing Google Chrome to enter the web browser. You will find an exact screen over here giving an error. Just you have to go ahead and click on this advanced button like this and proceed to the unsafe. Remember, just you need to turn off your firewall of the system so that you can access this web page. Otherwise, it's gonna crash. Once you do that, it's gonna reload like this, and it's gonna ask you to enter this information. Just go ahead and enter your personal information in order to configure the OTX account so that it can provide you the log information what you want to get and fetch that from the OSSIM. Let's go ahead and fill the information. Now, once you do this, just click the information and it's going to ask you the password what you have recently just updated over here. Just you need to give the password. I'm just going to give the password what I have entered here. Now it's logging in. All right, it has successfully logged in. Now, as you can see, it will ask you to enter the IP address and various details in order to configure the machine and pull out the system logging information. Once you do that, just you can. It's up to you. You can just add the particular information over here, or you can add up. You can skip this Alien World Wizard so that you can add the deployment services over here. So as I have taken one Ethernet port, you can see over here as a log management and the status is unknown. You can just add up over the details over here. Like I'm just gonna add for you so that you can have a broader here. Like I'm giving a random IP address like here, 1.25. I mean like this is home, and the asset should be net Linux. All right, like this. I've added it. Now you can proceed over here, and you can select this one as Windows. Okay, I'm just gonna select the network device because already I have configured one machine as Windows, and hit the next button. And this is the Unix admin details. You can add it, or it's gonna it's up to you, and you can just skip it by doing next, and it will automatically generate report over here, you need to just select anything like alien. I'm selecting an alien world model, anything what you want to scan. It will be monitoring version, you may be version enable. Add, you can add this like plugin and just enable this thing. Yeah, you can see this plugin is enabled over here. Now once this is enabled, you can go ahead and forward this instructions to do it. I'm just gonna skip this step because I have already did it. It's gonna take a while of time where it's gonna process the information and data. And this is where you can sign up for the OTX, where you can get a day-to-day updates from any kind of subscriber where you are logging from. And there is a new pulse every time any kind of intrusion detection or HIDS has been found by the alien vault. It's gonna update to all the members who have been logged in by OTX. All right. I'm just gonna skip this one. It's you can set up by later on point of view. I'm just gonna skip it here, and this will lead me to the main interface. What we are looking at here is the main interface, the main events and categories what we are aiming for. Like over here, you can see these are the security events, and this is the IP address what I have taken up, and these are the alerts what it's providing now. Whatever the IP address what we have given here, it has thrown up an SIEM chart by chart. I mean like pie chart. You can see it is designated each color with an respective log like authentication system access and everything. Here you can see that Alien Vault has created some sensor data where we have gathered from the IP address which we have given as 92.168.36. In the earlier, as I have taken 92.168.0.25 as an input, but unfortunately my Wi-Fi got down and I have to change that setting for in the Alien Vault. All right. Okay. In here you can see like there are 3 to 4 systems over here where I need to add a device so that it can configure properly. So what I can do is you're just gonna go ahead, select this thing, and click over here and go over in action and click edit. Once you do that, you can just merge everything over here like device type and everything, sensor. I'm just gonna do it for you. Like I'm gonna combine 2 of the workstations. You can add like a desired IP address where you are targeting for in order to pull up the logs and code log the information in for you. As I have 5 assets over here, it has been not been designated. So what I can do is just go ahead, edit, you know, select an operating system. For instance, I'm just taking as for Windows 10 here at 64-bit and checking as server. All right, nothing you need to add. Just save this thing. Later point of view you can add, and you can see here now you can see the proper information for this sensor. As these are already given here, you can still edit them. I'll just edit for you because this is the default gateway IP address. Now Windows 7. Okay, I have already configured for Windows 10. I'm taking as Windows 7 now. I just have to save this, and now I have assets over here, right? As you have assets now, what I can do is just combine these two, this Windows XP or Windows 10, whatever you want. Okay, just edit them. Like there are like 3 to 4 events over here where you can edit them and combine them. So like I can show you that. Yeah, see here. There can be in a group, create or add group. Just click them, and here you can write a group name as I write as wind station so that it could provide us a broader perspective of understanding what exactly it needs. So I'm gonna just hit add. So it's gonna add up to the assets. You can see here, wind station has been added to the assets. So this is kind of adding a server. This is similar to the adding in a server. Coming to SIEM, here you can pull up the reports directly where you want. Here is the information which you want to create. I'm taking as alien HITS over here, which is given by here. Once you go there and click on advanced search, it's gonna you can just configure the sensor however you want. I'm just gonna click on alien volt, and you can just, if you, any kind of breach is happening, you can just go ahead and fetch the data from here. And if you want to query anything, you can just go ahead and query, click over here this thing, query the database. Presently, as I don't have, as I'm not configuring any this IP address with any kind of database, it's not gonna give me an information. As I was telling, like, I have selected HIDS as intrusion detection system in SIEM to generate logs, right? So what you can do is, you can select several sort of here options, and you can configure sensor. You can include or exclude them. You have like assets, you can select that asset. Wind station, because wind station hasn't been configured with any database, you cannot find any kind of events for them. For 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 instance, for in order to show you the SIEM logs, I'm just gonna take a two or three sensors and just gonna show you here. Here you go. This is like the login sessions. These are the login sessions where I have been given through, like I have given host based anonymously detections events which have been configured. At the same time, host based intrusion detection system login session open. So as you can see, there's a risk over here which is low, which is in green. You can see here that asset value source is 2, reliability is 1, and priority is 1. So there's nothing much to worry about that. So that is really good. That's really fine. You can add real time report. Here it is, like what are the data sources are which you are configured from the pseudo code which is open, which is SSH, which is alien vault, you know HIDSS logs and everything. You can find every report which has been generated when you kind of given any kind of instructions over here by selecting different sort of options in this assets, networks, and OTX reputations and everything. Once you add that, you will find a particular kind of information over here, like the seam logs and everything, correlated logs. I can show you also real-time scans which can be done easily, like you just have to give a server IP or destination IP over here, or plugins and everything. Okay, you can see this. This is the SSH logs, connection closed, connection open, terminated, and this is the IP address or source which we are configuring as a sensor during the installation. Mainly you can find anomalies. This is a host change of host service change, because I have changed my IP address from 192.168.0.25 to 1.36, so it has generated. So everything has been generated over here. This provides a brief information about what exactly is doing. So you don't have to uh, put a stress on getting where exactly these events are getting through. You can also select the data report for this, like event name or SRS or DST IP. There are like wide range of options given to you. Like you need to just go ahead and select you need to find. That's it. This is a very user friendly application which is really developed by OSSIM production team and everything to generate an SIEM in a very comfortable manner where you can find everything. This is like generating everything on. This is like generating everything what you need and what your organization looking forward for. I'm gonna show you what exactly vulnerability, how does that scan. Like, you can just scan jobs by customizing, inputting input by providing input files. I personally use nessus file to generate this because it's asking me to insert .nbe file, which is nessus file, right? So in order to do that, I have used a vulnerability scanner called nessus. I have done a scan on a particular network and I have generated a report on that. Let me just go ahead and quickly show you how exactly we're gonna just fetch it in this swing. Just go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what exactly is it. I have a file over here. I don't know where exactly is it, but I'm gonna show you. Okay, let me just show you where exactly it is. Okay, all right. There's an SS file over here. Yeah, here it is. This is a test file which I'm selecting over here. Is a nexus.nbe file. Just you need to import this file. That's it. Once you import this file, you need to just select it, the user as an admin, and just insert or import. That's it. This is the thread base where you can find out the log sheet. This is a thread base on the IP address what you gave. It will increase and decrease and will show the amount of risk it has. The IP address carries at the same time. It gives you the proper information what exactly it is looking forward for. So you can see like what exactly that amount of risk involved in that IP during the generating a report or monitoring them. Like here you can see like low, medium, high, serious. So this is a total report. As you can consider this as a total report in order to monitoring a particular network, or if you want to particularly target anything, you want to particularly target any kind of server or database, you can find it over here. Now I'm going to show you the detection format where you can find or detect a particular events over here. You can see this thing like 185 events have been already created since when I logged into here. You can find it by particular agent or something like here. You need to just configure this thing accordingly. Now, if you consider in detecting an asset, you can add an asset over here. Like if you, in my, for instance, in my case, if you go over here, I have some particular networks and assets and everything. So if I choose a network over here, there are 5 hosts, and if I choose any of them, like if I choose this one, it will just give you the dynamic. This is dynamic DHCP. You can add that or not. It's up to you. And just save that. It's gonna just process the HIDS agent like it consider as an asset, and just it's gonna give you a broader scan details upon that. Now it will just save that, and you know what? Yeah, it has been created now. You can see over here. Yeah, this one. Now once this has been done, you can just download the report which has been generated to this thing. Just download it like this. It will generate exact amount of report what you want to do, and it will give you a downloaded report. The status is disconnected, but it's gonna still provide you a report. You can see that OSSIM installer has been given me, so it will give you also an asset installer plugin so that you can in order to view the report what you are scanning for an asset what you have just now added for. So hold on, it will just give me an okay. So as I have turned off my firewall, that's the reason it's asking me. So I'm just not gonna run that. I'm gonna do it for you guys, no problem. It's not a problem. I'm just gonna go ahead and run. Anyways, I'm just gonna show you what exactly this report generates. So I just gonna go and run anyway, and you can see the report it generates. So that you can have a broader understanding what exactly it is. So let me see what exactly it do. So you see that it's just installing the plugin, and you see services in starting, and maybe it's gonna pop up some or the other time. Once you do that, you can edit everything, and just add all the assets. You can restart. You can just add all the detection for this HITS. This is how it works, and syschecks and everything. There are like a whole lot of options available for you to generate and everything, alarms and everything. So this is what it does most probably. I'll show you the report and everything. So as you can see, this is the final report which I'm going to provide you. You can come over here and select the report over here, and just go ahead and view a report over here, or just add a host or something over here, and give a sensor over here like the alien world which we have configured, and availability and every kind of everything, performance info, whatever report you want to generate, you can just generate. I'm just going to take the report and just click hit away the view report. You can view a report which has been present with the system, and configured from the different set of IPs which we are taking from different group. You can also see the threats and vulnerability database here by clicking a view report over here. Now as you can see, there's a report came up when we have selected a particular option in order to review the report in OSSIM. These are the reports which has been generated over here for threat database. You can view the similar reports when you want over here, like tell selecting this one now. Select and view a report over here, so that it's gonna show you what exactly the reports and events generated for related to this particular local network, which has been configured with the sensor which we have given over here. So these are the events when you monitor for this network in your organization or something. You know, is when any kind of breach, or any kind of restrictions you provide for that network, and if you find that any kind of activity is suspicious over here, you can find out a kind of event generated over here, and there's a list which will be generated over here, and it will show you how many times of network has been scanned over here. This one has been the asset. These all networks which you add over here is like an asset. I'll show this one to your report. And these are all these are all different sort of admin and admin privileges, if you want, like if you want different sort of configuration settings and incident and new kind of features whichever you are looking forward to generate, you can just add it here. Like I'm just gonna do it here. It's gonna generate a report and just gonna download it to your system and give you a brief report about what exactly it is. This is a vulnerability report. You can just view it by clicking up on it, and it will generate the report over there. All right, wait a second. My connection has been lost. Okay. So that's it. That's pretty much for our the events what you have configured. Like Like when I started demonstrating you, there was like only one IP. That was this 136. Now when I have taken 37 to generate, to demonstrate you guys, it has, again generated events like 6 events. And there's a kind of, this webnet is also getting increased by, every sort of activity is increasing. You can see like this pie graph is also getting increased by numbers. At the same time, you can see like the when we started like it was like 37 events. Now when I started doing different sort of activity on by configuring different sort of centers, it has gone through 272 events creating. So you can find a lot features available over here in OSSIM. It's a really good tool for SIEM particularly. If you are pretty much interested in getting hands on through this one, this is really a very enhanced software where you can have a basic knowledge about SIEM, and I personally find like this is really easy. So that's it pretty much from my side in order to demonstrate you guys. You can find a lot and lot and stuff over here. The more and more you give over here, interest upon this thing, it will provide you more and more broader perspective of understanding things and handling network intrusion detections, vulnerability scanning, creating monitoring logs, creating sys logs, core logs, and creating SIEM events. It will give you a broader perspective and understanding how to use this. And trust me, this is a really good tool where it can provide you a broader understanding upon SIEM. And at the same time, this will be very 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 much useful in your live environment cases, and providing you an organization an upper hand you know before breaches are occurred. That's it from my side. I think I've given you a pretty broad demonstration about how to use an RSIM and how to generate a core log information and everything. If you have any sort of query or anything, please do let me know by giving your valuable feedback to me. All right. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope I have provided you valuable information. Thank you.